And here they come. And they're off. Melvin's Mistake for the lead. Dancing Wiper, Meadow Fury, Firefly Tony, and Trio's Messenger. A battle royal. 4 horses now across the track. Melvin's Mistake to the middle of the track. Dancing Wiper dives over to the rail. Firefly Tony tucks in third. Trio's Messenger fourth by 2 lengths. Meadow Fury fifth. Then a gap of 3.5. Right Rick in sixth. Winter Comet 3 lengths back in seventh. X Message in eighth. And Paul Revere trails the field, and 9 of them. 29 and 1 settling up the backstretch. Melvin's Mistake opens up a 2.5 length lead. Dancing Wiper on the chase, second by 2.25. Firefly Tony right there third. Trio's Messenger out slightly fourth. Then a gap of 2. Meadow Fury in fifth. Right Rick a closer 6 by 2. Winter Comet is 7. X Message is 8th, and Paul Revere, the 9 of them. They're toe-to-toe. Heading for the half-mile juncture. Melvin's Mistake cutting it out. Dancing Wiper, Firefly Tony, the first to pull, is out of third. Then Trio's Messenger, Meadow Fury, Right Rick, Winter Comet, 59 and 4, and they're halfway home. They swing around the far turn. Melvin's Mistake, 3 parts of a length. Firefly Tony right alongside now in second, and there goes Trio's Messenger storming third. Dancing Wiper down along the rail, racing in fourth. Meadow Fury is out slightly fifth. Right Rick and Winter Comet coming to the quarter pole. Firefly Tony now gets a short lead. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. Firefly Phony on the outside, a short lead. Melvin's Mistake second. Trio's Messenger to the outside, racing now in third, followed by Meadow Fury, Right Rick, Winter Comet. Down the stretch, coming to the 8th pole. Firefly Tony has it now, a length and a half. Dancing Wiper coming back, and on the extreme outside, here comes Melvin's Mistake again. Make that Right Rick. It is Right Rick taking command. Firefly Tony, followed by Paul Revere. Then it is Winter Comet. But it's Right Rick today. Firefly Tony, Paul Revere third. Ladies and gentlemen, no changes in the second race, and the possible daily double payoffs are now posted on the and here they come. And they're off. Boo Boo Kitty going right to the lead. Miss Sunbury out fast second, followed by Heather Molly. Donna Victory. Boo Boo Kitty benefiting from the rail. Sprints clear now a length and a half. Heather Molly storms out there into contention. Second, Miss Sunbury down along the rail. Third by 2. Donna Victory down along the rail. Fourth, then a gap of 3. Flying Henka pacing fifth. 1B down along the rail in 6. Go Ahead Girl racing 7th. Rush Creek Trick followed by Poco Philly. That's the 9 of them. They settle for their long journey up the backstretch, and there goes Boo Boo Kitty out of second, the quarter. 30 seconds flat. Boo Boo Kitty sweeps into command. Heather Molly now on the chase. Second, Miss Sunbury keeping pace. Third by 3 lengths. Donna Victory fourth. Flying Henka out of fifth. 1B racing 6. Silver Creek Trick to the outside 7. Go Ahead Girl and still trailing Poco Philly. Now they head for the half-mile juncture. Boo Boo Kitty cutting it out. Miss Sunbury storms out of third, charging second. They're halfway home, a minute and a fifth. Boo Boo Kitty into the far turn, but there goes Miss Sunbury like a shot. Miss Sunbury now powers into command. Boo Boo Kitty right there second. There goes Rush Creek Trick hustling out there now in third. Also on the move to the outside, Flying Henka fourth. Heather Molly dropping back in fifth. They turn for home. Miss Sunbury comes to the quarter pole. Then Boo Boo Kitty on the outside, Rush Creek Trick. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. Miss Sunbury has it by 2. Rush Creek Crick to the outside in second. Boo Boo Kitty still right there racing in third. Flying Henka down along the rail fourth. Down the stretch at the 8th pole. Miss Sunbury feels the whip by 2.5 lengths. That's Ice Creek Trick on the outside second. Then along the rail, Heather Molly. 1B between horses. On the outside, Flying Henka. Miss Sunbury, Flying Henka. 1B a late charge. But it's Miss Sunbury. Miss Sunbury by 2.5. 1B second. Rush Creek Trick may have held on for third. Flying Passion going to the lead. Rush Geek Davida. Right there, Fox Valley Hope and Jolly Star Buzz By. Into the club turn they go. Flying Passion shows the way, sprinting clear a length and a half. Rush Creek Davida. Right there, second by 3. Fox Valley Hope. Third now by 2. Lucky Acres. Fourth by 2.5. Jolly Star Buzz By. Fifth, Ideal Bet. Down along the rail, Race Scene 6. Then a gap of 2. Friendly Deal 7th. Miss Sneva and Always Dancing trails the field. That's the 9 of them. Into the backstretch, Flying Passion hits the quarter 31-1 with a 2-length lead. Rush Creek Davida on the chase, second by 3.5 lengths. And there goes Ideal Bet. Storming strongly out there, third, Fox Valley Hope. Down along the rail, back to fourth. Miss Sneva hustles out there in fifth. Lucky Acres. Down along the rail, 6. Friendly Deal. Storm 7. Jolly Star Buzz By. Shuffled down along the rail and Always Dancing. They're fairly well bunched, but they have to catch Flying Passion. The race is half over. Flying Passion showing the way. And there goes Miss Sneva. 102-4, they're halfway home. Miss Sneva with a flourish takes command. Miss Sneva draws out by 2. Flying Passion now racing second. Rush Creek Davida down along the rail, third. Friendly Deal out there racing now fourth. Ideal Bet followed by Always Dancing, and dropping back steadily is Fox Valley Hope. They come to the quarter pole. Miss Sneva, the one to catch by 2. Then Flying Passion. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. Miss Sneva has a 2-length lead. Flying Passion out for the dry second, followed down the inside now by Friendly Deal. Coming to the 8th pole, Miss Sneva showing the way 2.5. Flying Passion right there racing second. Fox Creek Davida coming on now a bit in third, followed by Ideal Brett. Always Dancing. Fox Valley Hope a late move. Miss Sneva has it by 3. Flying Passion, Ideal Bet. It's Miss Sneva, 2.5, then Ideal Bet, Flying Passion third. And here they come. And they're off. Raisin Jade going right to the lead. Kepin Sir down along the rail. Doc Murphy way on the outside. Deeks Matador. Raisin Jade into the club turn has it a length. Kepin Sir tucked in along the rail second. Deeks Matador hustles to the middle of the track third. Doc Murphy tucked in fourth by 3.5 lengths. Star Trade trotting in fifth. Ruffles Randolph 2 lengths back, 6. Dartaway last 7th. Kelly's Jubilee and Jumpin' Jim trails the field out of the turn. They curve into the backstretch. Raisin Jade cutting it out. Deeks Matador right at his neck. They're at the quarter. 30-3. Deeks Matador powers into command. Raisin Jade second by 2. Kepin Sir right there third by 2. Doc Murphy trotting fourth by 4 lengths. Star Trade down along the rail, fifth by 2.5. Dartaway last. Out there, 6. Ruffles Randolph. Racing 7. Kelly's Jubilee 8th. Trailing the field is Jumpin' Jerry. Heading now for the far turn. They have to catch Deeks Matador. He opens up a 2.5 length lead. Then it's Raisin Jade, Kepin Sir. 101-1. Deeks Matador circles the far turn by 2. Raisin Jade under urging second. Kepin Sir tucked in third. Dartaway last. Ranging up in fourth. Kelly's Jubilee powers out there fifth. Doc Murphy shuffled, no place to go. 6. Star Trade shuffled down along the rail 7th. Now they turn for home. Deeks Matador still there by 2. Then the fight for second, Raisin Jade, and on the outside, Dartaway last. Then Kepin Sir down along the rail in fourth. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. Deeks Matador showing the way. Raisin Jade down along the rail racing in second. Deeks Matador at the 3/16th pole has it dashing clear. Then it is Dartaway last. Dropping back is Kelly's Jubilee coming on with a rush. It is still Deeks Matador. Here's Kelly's Jubilee, and these two fight it out. 100 yards to come. Kelly's Jubilee on the outside. Deeks Matador along the rail. Kelly's Jubilee takes it. Deeks Matador second. Raisin Jade third. And here they come. And they're off. Skip 'em going right to the lead, followed by Thrill of Victory, Double Trouble, Golden Brown, and Millie's Brett. And the first three in a ding-dong battle for the lead. Thrill of Victory scoots on through. Double Trouble right there second. Skip 'em drops in third by 3 lengths. Golden Brown tucked in fourth. Millie's Brett race scene fifth by 2. BB's Paul down along the rail 6. Mr. Expert 7th Hour Night 8th by 3. And Puppet Direct 9th and last. They're in 2 flights. Into the backstretch, Thrill of Victory hits the quarter, 29 and 3, now a length and a half. Double Trouble stalks the leader, second by 2. Skip 'em right there, third by 3. Golden Brown out slightly, fourth. Millie's Brett, fifth by 3. BB's Paul down along the rail 6, followed by Mr. Expert, out as 7th and Hour Night, and Puppet Direct. Now they head for the far turn. There goes Skip 'em. Challenging Thrill of Victory. Skip 'em now gets a neck lead. Thrill of Victory right there in second. Double Trouble third. Millie's Brett down along the rail fourth now by 2 lengths. Followed by BB's Paul, Mr. Expert. 59 and 2. The race is half over. Skip 'em showing the way 3 parts of a length. Skip 'em now has the lead as they move around the far turn. Then Double Trouble. Double Trouble powers into command. Thrill of Victory hustles out there second. Skip 'em down along the rail third. Mr. Expert to the outside, racing now in fourth. But it's Double Trouble, the one to catch. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. Double Trouble showing the way. Thrill of Victory to the outside second. Skip 'em racing in third, followed by Millie's Brett. Mr. Expert to the outside. Then it is Golden Brown and BB's Paul. Down the stretch at the 8th pole. Up front, your leader, Double Trouble, and on the outside, BB's Paul is flying. Double Trouble, BB's Paul, picking him up, laying him down, then Mr. Expert. But it's all BB's Paul. Double Trouble, Mr. Expert third. And here they come. And they're off. DK Bird going to the lead. Tricky Treat. General Thorpe out fast from the middle of the track. Pericles, Lower Nile, followed by Rush Creek Rick. General Thorpe with a flourish. General Thorpe dives over the rail, dashing clear by 2. Tricky Treat tucks in second. DK Bird right there, third by 2. Pericles fourth. Lower Nile 2 lengths back, fifth, and a gap of 2.5. Rush Creek Rick 6 by 3.5. Then it's Butch Bow down along the rail 7th. Abernathy and Jens Julie is 9th and last. 29 and 3, settling up the backstretch. General Thorpe. There goes Pericles third. Now second, Pericles like a shot taking command. And there goes Lower Nile storming out there second. General Thorpe down along the rail in third. There goes Rush Creek Rick storming out there fourth. Truckee Treat down along the rail, racing now in fifth, followed by DK Bird. Heading now for the far turn. Your leader is Pericles. Then it's Lower Nile, and they're halfway home, 58 and 4. Pericles circles the far turn with a 1-length lead. Lower Nile right there, parked second. General Thorpe saving ground third, a length. Rush Creek Rick moves into contention out there fourth. 3 deep. Abernathy is on a roll. Abernathy flying on the outside with Tricky Treat, and they start to gang up on the leader. Pericles down along the rail. Lower Nile followed by Tricky Treat and Abernathy. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. Pericles has the lead. Lower Nile is there. Rush Creek Rick, Tricky Treat, Abernathy, General Thorpe. Down the stretch they come. On the outside, Tricky Treat now takes a short lead. Pericles down along the rail, racing second. General Thorpe swings to the outside now in third, followed by DK Bird, Jans Julie, Tricky Treat. Here comes General Thorpe. General Thorpe fastest of all. Tricky Treat second, Pericles third. Beat the Odds going right to the lead, followed by GA's Buddy, then Pleasure Package, followed by He'll Be Yours and Carrie's Ideal. Into the clubhouse turn they go. Beat the Odds glides over the rail, length and a half. GA's Buddy on the chase, second by 2. Pleasure Package right there, third by 3 lengths. He'll Be Yours skims the rail, fourth by 2. Carrie's Ideal fifth. Then a gap of 3, Streamwood Skipper skims the rail, 6. Linchpin is 7. Timely Twinkle and Rorty Time trails the field, the 9 of them. They curve into the backstretch, 31 seconds flat. Beat the Odds bouncing along a length and a half. GA's Buddy stalks him second by 2. Pleasure Package right there, third by 3. He'll Be Yours skims the rail, fourth. Carrie's Ideal fifth. Then a gap of 2, Streamwood Skipper, Linchpin, Timely Twinkle, and Rorty Time, a distant trailer. Positions unchanged, they're halfway up the backstretch. Now Beat the Odds draws out by 2 again. GA's Buddy digs in on the chase, second by 3. The first to pull, He'll Be Yours, storms out of fourth, taking over third. They're halfway home, 101 and 1. Beat the Odds showing the way. And there goes He'll Be Yours, storming second. GA's Buddy down along the rail, third. There goes Carrie's Ideal, charging out there, fourth. Pleasure Package down along the rail, fifth. Streamwood Skipper 2 lengths back now in sixth. Now they turn for home. He'll Be Yours on the attack on the outside. Beat the Odds digs in along the rail. These two fighting it out. Carrie's Ideal to the outside now, third. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. He'll Be Yours. Beat the Odds comes back along the rail. They're still heads apart. Carrie's Ideal to the outside, third. GA's Buddy down along the rail, racing now in fourth. Pleasure Package followed by Streamwood Skipper. They start to gang up on the leaders. 4 horses across the track. GA's Buddy finds racing room down along the rail. Carrie's Ideal to the outside, followed by Beat the Odds. Then it's He'll Be Yours, Streamwood Skipper. GA's Buddy showing the way, the wire. GA's Buddy a length and a quarter. Close for second. Carrie's Ideal maybe over Beat the Odds. Here they come. And they're off. Angie Blum going to the lead. There goes Carrie Lynn's Tracy on the inside. Lori Land Lovely down along the rail. Telepathy. Carrie Lynn's Tracy sweeps into command. Angie Blum parked out there second. Lori Land Lovely tucked in third. Telepathy with the leaders fourth, now a length and a half. TJ's Charity fifth. Land of Witches down along the rail sixth. Then a gap of 2. Zisa, Misty Betty, and Frazier's Folly is ninth and last. They curve into the backstretch. Carrie Lynn's Tracy cutting it out the quarter, 30 and 3, a length and a half. Angie Blum right on her heels, second by 2 lengths. Lori Land Lovely keeping pace, third, a length and a half. Telepathy still right there, fourth, a length and a half. Then it's TJ's Charity, fifth by 2. Land of Witches, sixth. The first to pull is Issa out of 7. Misty Betty. Frazier's Folly is still ninth and last. Positions virtually unchanged. Heading for the far turn, Carrie Lynn's Tracy cutting it out. Angie Blum still right there, racing second. Lori Land Lovely. There goes Issa with a flourish, charging third at the half. 102 flat. Zisa like a shot to challenge Carrie Lynn's Tracy. Zisa now takes a head lead. Carrie Lynn's Tracy second. Misty Betty hustles out there third. Angie Blum shuffled now in fourth. Dropping back a bit, Lori Land Lovely. Telepathy, no place to go along the rail. Zisa comes to the quarter pole with a 1-length lead. Misty Betty is racing at her. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. Zisa cuts the corner a length. Misty Betty racing second. Angie Blum followed by Carrie Lynn's Tracy at the 3/16th pole. Zisa digs in along the rail. Misty Betty right there in second. Angie Blum coming on TJ's Charity, and on the outside here's Lori Land Lovely. Lori Land Lovely, Angie Blum between horses. Misty Betty, Lori Land Lovely sweeps on by, then Angie Blum. Lori Land Lovely takes it. Angie Blum second. Misty Betty third. And here they come. And they're off. Dora B going right to the lead. Dear Diary down along the rail second, followed by top of the line. Then on the outside, Sosame. Around the clubhouse turn they go, and from the outside, Dora B. Dora B now takes it a length and a half. Dear Diary down along the rail second, and there goes Anatros. Ranging up in third, top of the line down along the rail third. Anatros parked out there fourth. HR Night Image tucked in fifth by 2.5. Regal Talent 6 by 3. Then it's Candy Trip, Sosame, followed by Melody of Might. They're at the quarter, 30-3, settling up the backstretch. Anatros on the attack. Anatros sweeps into command. Dear Diary now second, a length and a half. Dora B keeping pace now in third. Regal Talent to the outside in fourth. Top of the line, no place to go in fifth, followed by HR Night Image. Sosame to the outside, they head for the far turn. There goes Regal Talent with a flourish. Regal Talent now joins Anatros, and they're halfway home, 1 minute and 4/5. Anatros swings around the far turn, sprinting clear again. Regal Talent, Dear Diary comes back along the rail second. Regal Talent parked out there third. Dora B down along the rail racing fourth. To the outside, Sosame. Then it's top of the line and HR Night Image. They're at the top of the turn. You still have to catch Anatros. Dear Diary is racing at her. On the outside, Regal Talent third. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. Anatros cuts the corner now, a length and a half. Dear Diary racing now in second. Top of the line is Closing Ground, followed now by Sosame. Candy Trip to the middle of the track, coming out to the eighth pole. Up front, top of the line with a flourish. Then to the outside, Dear Diary, a late move, followed by Anatros. Down along the rail, dropping back, Dora B. But up front, it's all top of the line. Dear Diary, Anatros, top of the line, comfortably by almost 3. Dear Diary second, Anatros third. In the upcoming 10th race, Delvin Insco drives 9. Smooth Butler. We have both Quinella trifecta on the 10th race. Friday's programs are on sale early. And they're off. Pacozio for the lead. There goes Old Time Religion. Then it's Snowberry, King Oria, LR Skipper. Into the club turn they go. Pacozio glides over to the rail, a length. Old Time Religion on the chase. Second by 2. Snowberry right there. Third, a length and a half. King Oria. Fourth now, a length. LR Skipper is out of fifth. Then a gap of 2.5 to Gall. 6, Puddler down along the rail. 7th, then a gap of 2. True Secret and Smooth Butler is 9th and last. Out of the turn into the backstretch. LR Skipper like a bullet. They're at the quarter, 30-3, and LR Skipper quickly opens up a 3-length lead. Pacozio now on the chase, second by 3 lengths. Old Time Religion, third by almost 3. Snowberry, fourth. Then a gap of 3 to King Oria in fifth. Then a gap of 3 to Gall. 6, Puddler, True Secret, and Smooth Butler is still 9th and last. They're strung out. They hit for the half-mile marker. LR Skipper cutting it out. Pacozio closing the gap, second by 2.5. Old Time Religion inching a closer, third by 3. Snowberry racing now in fourth, followed by King Oria, de Gall, Puddler. 1 minute and 4/5. The race is half over. They swing around the far turn. LR Skipper maintains a 2.5 length lead. Pacozio still second by 3 lengths. Old Time Religion down along the rail. Third, Snowberry down along the rail. No place to go. Fourth, followed by King Oria and de Gall. Now they come to the quarter pole. LR Skipper still there. Pacozio trying to come on. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. LR Skipper by 2. Pacozio second by 3. Old Time Religion third. Snowberry in fourth. King Oria fifth, de Gall. And Puddler down the stretch at the 8th pole. LR Skipper D is still there, a length and a half. Pacozio to the outside now in second. Then along the rail, Snowberry. Here's Pacozio. Pacozio. Then it is LR Skipper D. King Oria. Pacozio takes it. LR Skipper D second, close for third, King Oria and or Snowberry.